number of years ago through mutual friends and that, and we've become good mates as well as training together and helping each other out and that. So yeah.
There's been a lot of talk recently of Dillian facing Anthony Joshua. How do you think that plays out, and how do you think they contrast?
I think that matchup's inevitable. They're two up-and-coming British heavyweight boxers, and they're both undefeated. It's going to happen soon. Joshua's done very well for himself, and Dillian's just on a roll since he's come back and stuff. And it's bound to happen. It'd be great for the boxing scene and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to it. They fought once in the amateurs, and Dillian beat him. And I don't know. I don't think there's a grudge there, but I think it's just bound to happen. Yeah.
So, as well as the matchup itself, you think that could play out as quite a great fight to promote? It's the rivalry itself, aside from the matchup.
100%. I think they're two of the most exciting heavyweights in British boxing, and if not in boxing as well. I don't know anyone who's knocking everyone out like Mike Tyson did back in the day. And if everyone's going decision and all of this, but like Dillian gets the job done inside of the distance, and it's fun to watch. Every shot hurts and everything, and he's not like going decision every minute and everything. So, which is great, just like me.
Do you think the chances of that fight happening are quite strong? It seems like a guy like Anthony Joshua, the guys who get all the media attention in British boxing, it's like, they get built up for a long time, and, they get the opponents that they're going to beat. That's how boxing works. Do you think that kind of template can hold back like a relevant fight such as this? Like two guys coming up on parallel paths, they're quite level in terms of ability and records. Do you think that holds it back in the sense that boxing likes to build guys up against easier opponents for quite a while?
I think Anthony's he's had a different path through the Olympics and stuff like that. That's why he's got the media attention. He's got MBE or something like that. And Dillian has come up through a few amateur fights through K1. That's when I first met him. He was in K1 and that. But you know what? No matter what paths they took and stuff like that, it's gonna it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, the fight. And obviously they're both still learning and stuff. And he's Anthony Joshua. He's obviously got his team, Eddie Hearn and stuff, and they want to build him up and everything. And they know Dillian's a big threat towards it. So I can see why they might not want the fight, because it's not big reward for them. It's a very dangerous fight for them. But at the same time, Dillian's still learning as well. They're both on the same paths and everything. But the fight will have to happen. So I'm not worried about the fight not happening. The fight is definitely going to happen. And they both want it. I wouldn't say anyone's scared or nothing. But it's just got to be the right fight for both of them.
Would you ever look at a boxing career for yourself?
Do you know what? I did want to do boxing before I'd started MMA. And that, but I ended up doing MMA, and I do a lot of boxing. I spar with a lot of boxers and stuff like that, and who knows? Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the heavyweight boxing scene at the moment? Are you a Wilder guy or a Klitschko guy?
Obviously a Wilder guy. Wilder's more exciting. He's more wild as well, and. Do you know? I kind of like both, because they're both boxing's more like skill sort of thing. So, but I like the rawness of Deontay Wilder, but I like the skill and how to make it his fight sort of thing. So I learn you kind of like have to appreciate both of them, the way they fight and that. But I don't like the like this belt and that. I want to see a true best of the best, like one belt for boxing sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Instead of this IBF, IBO, WBA, WBC, and all that. So I think we want to see one unified champion, because it gets for someone who doesn't know much about boxing and say, oh, this person is champion, no, that person is champion, and everything. So I think there's got to be one unified belt.
It seems, every year someone comes up with the boxing versus MMA debate. James Toney, Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins changed his thoughts, but now Tyson Fury, of course. There's rumours, there's talks of him, talking with Bellator. Do you think he's going to get into MMA, and how do you think that could play out for him?
Maybe you can't never judge anyone. He could go in and do well at first, and then he might start doing well, and then actually learn some takedown defense. But MMA is a serious sport. Do you get me? You can't just go in there from boxing and think you can beat everyone and everything. Because when you start taking low kicks to start with and everything, you might want to think you can jab someone to death. But when you start taking big low kicks and not know what to do or something, or when you get taken down, you can't get back up, then you see how serious it is. Do you get me? So it's a totally different sport from boxing, but I think they can live side by side. They're two great sports, and that boxing's been there longer, and now MMA is evolving, and so I think. But it depends how seriously he wants to take it. He can actually start training and learn some good takedown defense, learn how to block kicks and the different kind of stuff, and clinch and stuff like that. And if he's a good athlete, then he'll learn quickly.
Excellent. Thanks a lot for your time.
Cheers.
This is MMA Plus with Jimmy, the poster boy man. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Cheers, man.